Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. The back's got it. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
To throw, it's Garbers. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
And the drive has reached the all-important red zone. It's a shotgun run call. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And tackled after a small pickup there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to throw. It's Card. Lets it go quickly. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
The Hoosiers are going to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And the Hoosiers pick up enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Second effort, their defense cannot stop them short of the marker.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Hoosiers have first and 10 here. Trying to find room. It's Allen. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the Hoosiers will look to convert here on 4th down. running play called on fourth down. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
There's nothing better than that. Fourth down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Just 12 seconds remaining in the first half as they line up on 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback. And you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Pressure is coming. He's looking deep here. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Scanning the field, it's Garbers. Bringing pressure. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. The Hoosiers will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Well, he's got some space here. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. And so the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down and 14. Back to pass. It's Garbers. Looking for a deep completion. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Utah State. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He's going to hand this off. That's a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
He'll hand it off, and they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Dropping back, it's Card. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And the Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff to the back. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And that's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that puts him in front here in the final 2 minutes.
Boy, there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
Here comes the Utah State offense out there. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up for the sack at a crucial moment.
And we're in the 4th quarter. This offense is spreading you out. They're trying to get a one-on-one matchup that they can take advantage of. And what does the defense do? They get aggressive. Late in the game, trying to preserve this lead, they come up with a big sack.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, using his legs on the scramble. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense comes out here, one last chance, one possession game. To the air, it's Garbers. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Running with purpose. He's gonna lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
That is the absolute worst thing to do right now in this situation. Working with the lead, you stop the clock and you lose yardage. That's not a recipe for success late in the game. You've got to be able to find a way to keep the ball in bounds while keeping it on the ground.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, they The Aztecs will kick it away to get this game going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ryan. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Gives it to the back. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Back to throw. It's Rising. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Aztecs trying to cash in here in the red zone. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Snags the quick throw. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Boston College quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Looking to throw. It's Rising. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Play action here on first down. Finds his man. It's Jordan. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it here. He's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They'll run it here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Back to throw. It's rising. Over the middle and incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
No, kick it away here.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
They are 0 for 2 on previous fourth down attempts. We'll see if the third time's a charm. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Aztecs. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Tries to get it to the running back. And the head coach's gamble there pays off. They do get the first down.
Hey, snapping to an offset player like that is much harder than it looks. And to put it exactly where it needed to be, that was perfect.
Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Dropping back. It's Rising. And the pass is incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. He's running out of time here. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on 4th down. Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down. 4th down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Looking for the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. Just ran away from the defense. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Looks like one more play here before halftime.
Here we go. Timber.
To the air. It's Rising. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for his back. It's caught. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Quarterback roughed up. Let's hope he's okay. Automatic first down coming.
Ready. Cut. Clear.
From the shotgun, drops back. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Boy, this is a huge score, not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically, to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
And now they'll set up for the point after. BAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Boston College will kick it off to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
We've just kind of gotten into the habit of seeing this offense just convert on these third downs. It's a rare stop. That first half, they seem to score every possession. What decision do they make here on fourth down?
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on fourth and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker, and they're unable to do it here.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Throws it to the right. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The defense able to stop him at the 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Well, the defense to me looked like they may have had a bust. So much focus on the perimeter, worried about the receivers. They lost focus on the tight end. He's wide open. An easy read for this quarterback for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
So the BC offense is back out on the field now. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Boston College quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Back to pass. It's Rising. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. This Boston College offense is quickly moving down the field. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The Eagles offense lines up first and goal now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Ready?
Second and goal for the offense.
Jackrabbit. Low.
And the call is a quarterback sneak. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Boston College.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback keeps the football. As the first down is still going. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And he's brought down out at the 46. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
An inside give now from the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's a quick grab. Gets into space at the 50. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
On the run, it's Sampson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Movement here from the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark him right at the 1.
Well, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down. Chris, when was the last time you saw an offense eat up the entire first quarter? Talk about moving the ball methodically down the field, and then eventually you're able to punch it in for a touchdown. This defense is going over the sidelines just looking for answers.
And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back. It's Reed. Short connection to the tight end here. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his...
And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover two because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop after the completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Heads up, the offense now operating in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Caught quickly. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up for the first and goal from the 8. Now here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Look at this, taking a shot on the very first play. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
And now another deep ball here. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Reed. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Haynes. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. And on this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
To throw, it's Reed. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. On the run, it's Cooper. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. He'll be brought down, sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, that's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
And the offense now operating in the red zone. Makes a quick grab. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Jordan. Pressure is coming. Down he goes. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They look to throw it here on second down. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And that's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. He breaks free. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Jordan bringing pressure, trying to extend the play. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he lobs it deep down the middle. 4th down pass is incomplete, but there's a marker down. A crucial call here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out of bounds at the 26. So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, and he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. To throw, it's Reed. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Snags a quick throw. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down. Breaks the tackle. Just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Need some important yards here on third down. A field goal try here would be from 59 yards out. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Play number 12 on this drive coming up as the defense wearing down. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Touchdown, Cowboys. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's going to take off here. Breaking free at the 35.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Scanning the field. It's Ward. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
Looks like he's going to run it. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Second down after that previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, let's be honest, not too many people out there really gave them a chance to win this football game, but they come up with a signature upset.
I think we're as surprised as anybody with how this game really played out. You got to give all the credit to this football team. They came out, beat a very talented team, and they put the college football world on notice.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. And the Trojans will kick this deep to get us going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Back to pass. It's Garbers. It's a quick grab. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Using his legs here. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has at running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Looking for some space. It's Gordon. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Dropping back, it's McCord. Quick throw, testing the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Important third down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, SC.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Second down play coming up. To the air, it's Garbers. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Important second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's McCord. And he dumps it off to the tight end and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field, he gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out. It's Burden. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking to throw. It's Garbers. Makes a quick catch. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The catch is made for a huge pickup, and he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
And the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And the point after is good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab behind the line, it's Gordon. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's third down.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Back to throw. It's McCord. He's going to take another shot right here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Trojans. Strong game by this quarterback.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. The Mountaineers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back, it's McCord. Running out of time in the pocket. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here's the second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's caught downfield. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's McCord. Under heavy pressure, hit as he throws it. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Looking to throw now on first down. He's going to pull it down and run. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll work the clock here with their running game. I tried to use this stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He shreds the tackle. He's looking to scramble. In the clear at the 25. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Southern California. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Looking to pass. It's Garbers. Looking right. This one caught. He's found some room at the 45. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. The sack on first down. It's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And looking for a big play here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. And the Mountaineers line it up with first and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point, cover an onside kick. You never know.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Across midfield. At the 30 now. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. So this game is not over yet. Score just got a little bit tighter. How will they? There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, SC.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field after the review. The play will stand. An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burden. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Suddenly, off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Touchdown, USC. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Hunter. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. It's a nice game. It'll move the football up to the 27. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And it's incomplete on a very risky throw in the end zone. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Breaking through defenders. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having the lead here in the 4th.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. punch it in for the score. They stop him again at the 1. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
No gain on 2nd down. Can they punch it in here? 3rd and goal from the 2. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Trojans. And this one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So, wow, this is a lopsided loss that leaves them with a lot of explaining to do, Kirk, but also